because we've been going for 2 hours.
I'll explain on the way.
It's one of those reasons why I've pretty much flat out decided I am not going to like cater specifically to major studios on the simple fact of, well, there was also the simple fact that it's big ethical violation, but that's a whole different discussion. But I'm not going to play nice just to get access to things, because they don't care about the creator. They care about who will say nice things. Whereas I'm more concerned about what will get my viewers the best value. What will you guys be interested in hearing about? What helps you out? And what the reality is. Speaking of affiliate links, there's the Humble Bundle one.
Difficult to understand. And the notes
Oh, I'm happy for him. He's over...
I know how to talk with my mother again.
I think last time I checked, which was fairly recently, he was either just at 4 million or just over 4 million subscribers. But he's very much a different audience than me these days. I think if they would have let me out of that NDA, my channel would have taken a completely different path, better or worse. I would have still probably gotten some Diablo 2 traction because I was still playing that off camera during those days.
The breeze coming from the Black Lake. Do you feel it?
I'll talk to her in a second. But one thing to remember is, and this is a thing for the developers out there, it is beneficial to you and beneficial to the content creator to ensure that they have accurate day one coverage and that you are working with them. Because what happens is usually if a creator, like if I create day one coverage, I get more views from that, which ends up recommending it more to regular viewers of the channel. So that exposes their game to more people. Whereas if they're only going after these big channels, they're leaving out all of these people who don't like stuff like PewDiePie and Ninja and stuff like that. Which, while that is a lot of kids and stuff like that, you'll get a lot more eyes on it. Purchasing power generally is on the channels that are in the about 10,000 to 500,000 sub range because they're appealing to older audiences. Accurate day one coverage is, for me, if you get me a key 3 or 4 days before release, I will be like 99 times more likely to cover that title. Because it shows that, hey, you respect actually getting a proper review rather than just day one stream stroking your butts.
Mother, please, can you hear me?
My little magpie, it's you.
I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to...
Nere, stop. I can't be saved from my own mistakes. This body is only a husk. My spirit must pass on. And you must let me go.
Mother, no. I need you.
You need to move on, Magpie, without me. But I can help you one last time before I go. You have the divine blessing. Your blood is the necessary key. Nere, you were so loved.
Neyrelle.
The way is open. We have to go. But... do you think Lilith is even still here? It's been so long. I'm afraid she's won this one. Besides, I have to... take care of my mother. But it's not over yet. Not for you. Lilith was after Rothma. Find him. Learn why. I'll be back at the vault. All right?
How strange. Somehow this place feels like home.
Feels like home. Even better if they give you access and coverage before the actual release. It gives more advertising and more sales on their day one. Actually, I've been experimenting with that, and oddly enough, it gives a much bigger boost if I release on day one than if I release on one day prior. Which is really weird, but a good example of that would be the Dungeon Drafters. I was trying to remember the name of it. I released that one day before. But yeah, I don't break embargoes. There's a lot of channels that do. And it irritates the crap out of me that they keep getting sent keys. And then there's also a bunch of channels that don't actually play through the games.
You are the last visitor to my sanctum. Though you come too late, just as Lilith did before you. For it was my father, Inarius, who arrived here first. It unfolded as my visions foretold. How we hurtle towards the prophecy's end.
Yeah. Thankfully, most of the time whenever you're getting press keys, you're not under an NDA. So there isn't really anything legal they can do against you for breaking a embargo. But most companies, at least they used to, will actually blacklist you from getting press keys if you break embargo. Which is a perfectly legitimate reason for blacklisting somebody. But anymore, it's like these people are just going straight after the indie companies that are desperate to get eyes on their game, which is a good thing.
It started in dreams.
Eyes on their game is a great thing.
I saw shattered images of the end of Sanctuary. The scales of a great serpent carried these visions. And so I went to visit him. My and the serpent's thoughts met, and the fragmented future was mended together. I put it down in order, and the prophecy was born.
One game that actually irked me a lot. This might make me more enemies, but hey, guess what? I don't work with that press company anymore. They didn't respond to my email after I said, I'll cover it for free if you get rid of these weird little expectations, is Torchlight Infinite.
I need to destroy the tumors to go any further.
Torchlight Infinite, the kind of policy for pre-coverage, at least that I got. I can't speak to what people like Llama and them got, but the one that I got offered was basically an extremely unethical expectation, and they had pre-approval of any video you put out on it, which was not a good thing. But I don't know if there's a change in the press company that covers them, or if I just happened to get the one press company that was absolutely terrible. It was one in North Carolina, for those curious. But yeah. they were like, we wanted sponsor coverage on your channel. I was like, I would rather cover that game for free. Just send me a press key and I'll take a look at it. That way I don't have any kind of attachment to you guys. But nope. They wanted their pre-approval, they wanted their talking points, and they wanted only nice things said, basically. It was said in a different phrase, but I've long since deleted the email. I don't deal with that press company anymore. They don't contact me anymore. They haven't contacted me since I flat out said that, hey, you send me the press key for free, I will cover it. Nothing else. You don't get pre-approval. You don't get any of that stuff. I would understand pre-approval if I was, like, say, advertising like a gigabyte motherboard. That's not something that I normally cover on my channel and that I have a review history for.
There were others that knew. Ones that couldn't understand the nature of such a thing. I knew Inarius would be driven to interfere, believing that it was about him. He saw himself as a savior, piercing hatred's heart in hell.
It's not so much that I was too cheap, it's that I wouldn't go with the conditions they wanted. I would not agree to cover their game positively and only positively. Because as far as the legalities of reviews and stuff like that and things like that, in most countries, you can lie by exclusion, if that makes sense. Lie by omission is probably a better way to phrase that. And there's no problems. As long as the positive things you said are things that you can say that, hey, I truly believe this kind of situations, they don't care. But unfortunately, I care. I like to be able to say, hey, I didn't like X, Y, and Z about this. There's a reason why reviews should have positive and negative, regardless of how good the game is. Even my favorite game in the world, I can come up with negative points to talk about it on. There is no perfect game. There are problems with Diablo 2. I love Diablo 2. There are problems with Chrono Trigger. I love Chrono Trigger. And I'm not going to take money to say, hey, these are perfect games, you should just ignore these flaws, or to gloss over flaws that I see in them, or to lie by omission. It's not ethical in my eyes. Yep. Reviews should be critiques. The other thing about the review scene that irritates me is how many freaking channels label things as reviews when they haven't even played 1 hour. One of the... I'm not going to call them out by name, but one of
the gates to hell.
Oh, he's talking.
It was only a matter of time before Inarius would discover what I'd done and come demanding the key.
But yeah, one of the channels that knocked my Doomblade coverage off of the search list, because, you know, the top 5-10 results on search lists generally are the only ones that get traction for reviews, just for those that are curious, unless you are already a very large channel. But they flat out said they only got an hour in, and they only tried it with a controller. I'm like, first of all, the place that they were complaining about is about 20 minutes in. Second of all, try it with a different control method if you don't like the one that's there. I know that's a really kind of complicated concept, but still.
You refuse to give me the key. You stand in the way of the Savior. The holy blood in your veins should be boiling.
Nothing you do will change the future I saw.
I create my own destiny. And this prophecy of yours is just a small part of it. It is wider, beyond comprehension of ungrateful spawns like yourself.
But yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, if I didn't like the mouse and keyboard controls on this, I would try it with a controller.
In hell, the high heavens will welcome me home, where I belong.
I wish it would be true, Father.
I mean, I have a ego, but I try and keep it a little bit in check.
I'm being followed.
But yeah, it's just meh. And this is the end of Act 1. Oh, ego of Anarius? Yeah. Anarius always has an ego. He's got a savior complex. And before I go in there, we're switching to that. I guess I can do Blood Surge as well. We got it from an item. How were the servers at launch? They were fine for me. No, I played... Actually, I loaded in 10 minutes... Well, a little bit under 10 minutes before officially it was launching. Because it would let you in. They started letting people in at about 10 till. And I got told that it was open by another streamer. They unfortunately had the same issue I had today, where it would just sit on the like loading characters screen. But no, the servers have been fine. I've had a little bit of like latency here and there, but
Beyond this chamber, there's nothing but death and mourning. How fitting it shall be your grave.
eesh, I need to actually remember not to stand where he's doing stuff. Okay, so he's gonna do his little ragey thing.
Light protect us!
He just one-shots it. There we go, and we got a friend again.
Stand behind my barrier!
As our minions all just completely die. Let's see. Get you up, get you up, get you up. Okay, so we've got him knocked around a little bit. I mean, they're still out there trying to do things. They're not very successful at it, but they're trying. Ow. Come at me, bro. Let's get ourselves some more minions. As they stand right in his nonsense. Got him. Hey, and we got our first legendary, I think. Yay, legendary chest armor. You gain blah 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 increased armor for 4 seconds when you deal any form of damage. Cool. I mean, it's better than what we've got, although our one over there has intelligence. And a socket. Cool. That's just straight better. I think we might go for this on our pants. Gloves are a +1 rank of Bone Spear. So now we're a level 6 Bone Spear. I think we're good. Minyunt.
Vigo, who did this?
I have done all that was asked. The pain is gone now. This was a just punishment. A stronger man would have refused Venard's bribe. Nerel. Nerel, is she safe?
Yes, she is safe.
Our meeting is no coincidence. I came here to help. Will you give this to her for me? I should never have taken it. It's so dark. I have repented. Do you think I was too late?
No, not too late. The light has come to carry you home. Do you not see it, friend?
Yes. Yes. I see it now. They have come.
And yeah, he pretty much is Warhammer 40k body armor thing going on there.
You didn't need that armor to prove your worth, friend.
Okay, resistance to all elements is up when hit while not healthy. Magical bubble is summoned. It actually has a socket in it. And we got a level of every single of the ones that we don't actually use. We use Blood Mist on there, but still. Actually, which one is that? That is, all Macabre, Macabre, sorry. Corpse and Curse skills. So, those are... Sorry. That is weird. I can't have both those open at the same time either. Macabre, Corpse, and Curse. Nope, I don't want a town portal. Okay, so that's going to be things like that. That's curses. Okay, so it's just all of those. Those are all just all core. Sweet. I need plus core skills. I want Bone Spear out the wazoo. Weirdly, it's not doing the blast back thing anymore.
Give me the key to hell. I will not ask again.
You don't need to. I saw a vision of the key lifted from my corpse, under the watchful eyes of the great serpent in my sanctum. If you are chosen as you say, it will come to pass.
And Nereus, always pushy. He's the
It's
bad
too
dad.
quiet. Where is she?
I always think that there should be something in there. It's just like a weird little alcove of nonsense. Same for these like areas over here, where you have all the corpses out on their little platforms. The mummies, if you will. Mummies alive? No, that's a TV show.
Is that him? Is that Rathma?
That was Rothma.
I don't know if you would have chosen to stand beside me in this new world, Rathma. But I would have saved your place, just the same. And now, all that you might have been has been stolen from me. Stolen. This key unlocks more than the doors of hell. It unlocks our path to the future. A future made possible because of the price you paid. Your sacrifice will not have been in vain.
Yeah, I was noticing that she has, there's a term for it, where you have two different color eyes. It's not heterochromia, it's, crap, it's something like that. Yeah, there is a whole term for that. The question is, do I want to... walk out there, or do I want to just portal out there? I think I'm just going to portal out there. It's going to be quicker from town. We still have that person following us for her husband. We're not going to bother with her. If memory serves, I thought they were the same color. I was thinking the same thing, but I honestly don't remember for sure. And we also had the eyes change color in one of the early cinematics of when she takes not necessarily possession of somebody, but turns the people in the church against the pastor guy. But yeah, it's one of those kind of weird things. I could just be misremembering as well. It's not unheard of. My brain is not perfect. No one's is. And yeah, we have the thing where it bounces back now. Silver and iron. Eventually, we'll probably be getting, like, gold and stuff like that. Turning our little scythe into a large one.
Vigo wanted you to have this.
He was a good man. And Lilith? Was she even there? Did you meet her?
Already gone by the time I arrived.
There is more. I can see that.
Lilith took a key to Hell off Rathma's body.
Then it was all in vain. She's the only one who got what they wanted.
Neyrel. She came seeking the Haradrim of legend. Seeking hope. She found neither. But her part in things was far from over. In truth, we would need her more than she needed us. Didn't seem that way at the time, though. For anyone. Inarius proved to be just as unreliable as I'd feared. His self-obsession had driven him to murder his son, Rathma. And from the corpse left behind, Lilith had taken a key to Hell. Where would she use it? We could only depend on ourselves to find out.
Level 21, another skill point. I think I do prefer the scythe over the little bone shards. Just for the sake of it. Okay, so we got that at level 6. Go 6 and 10. We are getting close to having this, which I think I'll go Bone Storm for. Just focus in on getting, like, just massive bone damage. She will use it at the fridge. To get out of the Haagen-Dazs. Okay, so let's go to map. Are we missing any more? We are missing a few Lilith statues, but I think they're over on the west side. Like in these zones. I think our next mission is going to be the knife that twists again. Then we'll just proceed on that way. We have a few other things in here to improve as well. That's a sorcerer one. That's a barbarian one. Barbarian. That's an aspect of the protector. We have that on our amulet. We might want to do that one just to get another. That we could just like manually put on things. But I think that is where we are with these. That's rogue. That's sorcerer. That's a necromancer one, but that's blood surge. I'll probably go back and get some of those eventually. So I think where we want to go is going to be... We'll just go to Act 2. I'll worry about getting the other Lilith statues later on. I will wander through and get them all eventually, but we've gotten the like ones during the main quest here. We also have several side quests in here I'm not going to bother with just yet. We'll come back for them. Let's see. That's going to be damage to distance, minion life. Both of these have cold and fire resist. I think this is better than either one of them, though. I guess we'll get rid of that one. Full damage, essence. I think we will go after more maximum essence. That's not as good. That's not as good. That's not as good. Just making sure none of this is stuff that I want.
Father bless. What do you need?
Got more transmogs. Okay, so now we can upgrade our potion again. We can probably craft a few more as well. Maybe even start using them. Yeah, we can make cold resist, we can do shadow resist, and iron barb. Honestly, out of all of them, I think we will go with this. Just because.
I'll be here soon.
So now that will give us a grand total of... Nope, I don't want to teleport. We have 13 of them, so that's going to be just shy of 7 hours, 6.5 hours of XP boost. Should we want to use it. So I'm going to start using those after we get our transmog done. Okay, so items, weapon. I prefer that one. Helmet-wise, none of these really appeal to me. Armor-wise, I mean, we could go, like, full-blown kind of, like, creepy, we're going to murder you face. Or we can go the mid-rift look. The murderer! We'll go murderer for a while, that's fine. Do we not have one that has, like, skulls hanging off the side or something? Thought we did. And I still don't like that helmet. There, we'll go mid-riff for a while. Let's see. Necro must not be so bad. You got it 21, went from unstoppable in open beta to possibly the least favorite class. I wouldn't say it was unstoppable before, because we did actually run into situations where our minions were being decimated even before the nerf.
Ah, I see you have an eye for quality. You'll find no finer gem cutter in all of Sanctuary.
But yep.
Bring me your unhewn stones and I will perform miracles. You will see.
But yeah, before, it was just like, people were sitting there farming. State to craft, 4,500. Sure, we'll make a better ruby. Sweet. But they were sitting there farming the event zones, idling, which was absolutely doable, so they nerfed them. And they made it so that they were no longer boss viable, which was tacky. 100,000 for improving another slot. I think I might end up doing that sooner rather than later. We got the gem cutter, and we've also got the person who imbues our stuff with Stiep.
As I'm sure you know, even seemingly mundane objects sometimes contain great power. I can help you wrest that power free. The process will break down the original object, leaving behind the pure aspect of its mystical power. You might think of it as ripping the soul from one body and transferring it to another. Not that I would ever dream of such a thing. Certainly not within earshot of the cathedral.
Ripping out the souls. I think I understand that one quite well. Codex of Power, Aspect of Torment. That can go on rings. Okay. Let's go with that one. Oh, it takes 10. Lovely. So I have to break down a bunch more rare stuff. Nice. And to replace the affixes on stuff, oh, it only takes one of those. But it takes a crap ton of gold. So yeah, once we start getting to the end game stuff, we can re-roll various stats on things. Which is good. I can deal with that. And we should probably just upgrade something just to get that to go away. It's a quest. It'll do stuff. I'm just tired of seeing it on the map. And then we'll head west. Always into the west. No, it's supposed to be always into the east. What are you telling me, game? Okay, upgrade. Sure. Now it's more damage. So we got that off the bloody map. Yeah, I've got a ton of quest notifications. You go journal. I have 12 of 20 there. I will need to probably go through and clear out quests. But now we need to head northwest. So we might do some quests along the way there, get rid of a few of these, but nothing too amazing. I don't think we can get a horse here until after we've done... Yeah, we need to mount Donovan's favor to gain access to mounts. Which is an Act 2 quest. Is fine. Messy. Well, that's the MMO portion of the design, unfortunately. We'll see how it goes. And yes, I know that most people are watching Diablo 4 over on Twitch because Twitch has drops. I don't qualify to provide those drops, so I'm not going over there for. Yeah, if you're curious, yeah, it's a thing. Actually, did we... I could have sworn there was one where we had to gather the... Yeah, Shattered Tribute, Return to Cena. So we actually have several we can turn in as well. We don't even have to, like, go and do them. We just have to turn them in. That might be something I do off camera, is just go drop off a bunch of quests that we've gotten, like, the basics for. There should be a town over here as well. I want to say the town is here, or I think that one's actually a quest there. I didn't even look at the map for that one. Okay, I need to go down here. I'm just going to run past all of these because it said there was a special spawn here. Where are you at? I guess I missed it. Sweet Phil got a legendary drop at level 9 last night. He's in a party. Yeah. I mean, I've gotten 2 legendaries so far. Fine, we'll do this world event. So I keep coming down here. Slay as many as you can before time runs out. If they'd spawn faster, I could kill them faster. Just spawn all the waves at once. We'll be fine. Yeah, the drop rate isn't terrible. It's not great, but, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be great. They're legendaries, and I'm on freaking apprentice or whatever level, the adventurer, the starter level. Simply because I don't care about the extra 20% XP from random monster kills. Okay, so we've gotten the mastery one. That's all I was really concerned about. Anything beyond that is just gravy. Yep, first run through is about the story for me too. And the just general overall experience. I can come back and do challenges later. I'm also not going for the hardcore thing because frankly I don't care about my name being on a statue. Now if they wanted to put my name in the credits, sure. I am a sucker for that. But I am not a sucker for a statue that no one will actually see. No one reads the credits, but hey, they'll be there time immemorial until the game shuts down. Maybe I should look up where the little waypoints are here. Not the waypoints, the Lilith things. Devotees of Lilith. Okay, let's go ahead and move the map over. Okay, so there's only like 3 on our way there. There's a few more here. Like we can go down to Nostrava or go up to Cordogon and actually get those. But I'm just going to get the ones along the way for now. Because there is one up here. Like just, actually it's right there. But there's also one here and here. And the rest of them are kind of off the beaten path. But yeah, I am using the map that shows where the little things are because I am not going to be able to find them on my own. I am not a sucker for like attention to that kind of detail. And I do want them. So I'm going to look them up. Everything else you can sort of see on the map. Yeah, we can grab this. Hi guys. How you do? Okay, so let's mark these on the map. Do this one first, and then we'll do the one over here second. And we need to use the blacksmith.
What will it be?
Any of these good? No, no, no. Slightly better than what we have. Maximum minion life? Sure.
That's good salvage.
And at least those are starting to give me more of the components. I have a feeling at some point I might actually be buying items just to salvage them. Yeah, the Lilith statues are neat. My only qualm about them is I have a feeling they're going to add more things like that. And those start to become bloat. They're one of those things that are fun at first, but they are very easy to implement, so they end up being detrimental. Oh, soul jars. Sweet. Another one of these. Grab all those. We need to get 30 in there before it goes out. Let's grab a whole bunch. Okay, so we got our 30 souls. Crude sapphire and high. Thank you for the drop. I actually forgot to check how I'm doing on Murmuring Obols, because those Murmuring Obols are going to actually give me... let's see, Murmuring Obols. How many can I hold? There they are. 210, I can hold like 510, so I do need to spend them soon. So probably when we get to the next major town, I will go on a bit of a gambling spree. Kill the deer! Oh dear. Blood Howl, that's a druid thing. Let's see, are any of these better? Raven Scourge looks like it might be actually decently better. Look at all that plus intelligence. Doesn't give us as much plus basic skill damage, but it's fine. Yeah, we'll go with that. We are an intelligence build, we might as well go for it. I kind of wish I could get that to stay up so I could hover over things on it, but you can't. Which is mildly irritating. Because it looks like they have things underlined to like, oh, you should be able to highlight this, but no. And I do like how Spear does the like double tap on things. Like there, I'll shoot something, and it will bounce back and give it that second wallop after it's turned vulnerable. And yes, I am the tank for my minions. It's fine. They're giving me essence back by shooting crap. There's another obol up. I forget what my cap on the obels is. Does it actually say in here what my max is? Doesn't look like it. Boa's at 37 already, by the way, for those of you that are curious. So he must have been on for a while now. Speaking of which, let's get ourselves the XP boost. And that was a weak-ass ambush from you guys. You could do better. So much better. Now we go to the zone where I wasn't allowed to before. Because I remember trying to get out of the zone a few times during the beta, and it was like, you get about a little bit up this road, and you just get teleported all the way back. It's warning you the entire way, saying, hey, don't do that. We said don't go there. I'm surprised no one found a glitch to get past it. They probably did and just didn't tell anybody, but still. Blood Lance deals what? Damage to its primary target per lance enemy? Sweet. I think we want to go up. Okay, so while we're here, let's go ahead and move these up here. Not quite as dense whenever it comes to these. Welcome back. How were your classes? Hopefully they went well. Or relaxing and enjoyable. And informative, too. Informative being an important thing for classes. I've always found it kind of sad that
Light's blessing.
A lot of
If you have
places
needs, check in with the watch commander.
treat education like it needs to be a major drag on your brain.
I swear, on my soul, I'll never take Father Inarius' name in vain again. Just get me out of this thing, please.
Wow. But yeah, it's... Where's the waypoint? Oh, there isn't a waypoint here. That's further north. Oh, dang. But yeah, you can make education entertaining.
I'm looking for a Haradrim named Donan. An old friend of his sent me.
At this
Hands-on
hour,
is good.
I'd wager he's in the keep. Check with the guard at the door.
So we get to deal with all the crazies. Okay. Okay, anything in here that we want? Doesn't look like it. We do get a few new looks, so we can do it like a sword, the hook one, and then the chisel. There is not a chest here, unfortunately.
He's upstairs in the Great Hall with his son. Keep it quick.
Oh, he's gonna be dead when we get in there, isn't he? Oh, no, he's not. Okay.
Dad, I need to be out in the field with the other knights.
Why the rush, my boy? You know, I found some of my old Haradric tomes. Stay here, and we can go through them together.
I can take some with me. We have a visitor.
Dude's built like a druid.
This discussion is not over. Is there something you need?
I have a message from Alzorath.
Well, there's a name from another life. Has the old man finally come down from the mountain?
With a warning. An ancient evil walks the land. The demon, Lilith.
And you know this how? Did you and Alzorath discover something of interest?
Perhaps this is all connected to what you saw, Father.
Yes, I was just getting to that. There was an incident at my estate. Probably best if we discuss it there. Go and have a look around for yourself. I'll meet you shortly, and then we can talk more. As for your request, get to Braestag. And be careful. Stay close to the other Knights Penitent.
I will. Don't worry.
Stay close to the Knights Penitent. No. No, we will not be playing Blasphemous today. Okay, so we got a new Skeletal Mage type. Not really thinking I care too much about that, but we can look. Because if I remember correctly, the other mage type is, yeah, bone. Use their own bodies as projectiles. Basically, they kill themselves over time. Fortify you for 11% of your base life. Ew. Gross. That just nasty. Okay, so we're going to go for more blood here. And yeah, we're going to go Bone Storm as our other skill. And it looks like we might actually have room for Golem. Sorry, Jolum. Just to piss people off. I keep forgetting. I think I want to make a Golemancer guide and just refer to it as like either Jolum or Joyum. Just because it has become a thing. And it entertains me ever so slightly.